I can't wait to take my trip to New Orleans. It just seems as though there's something about New Orleans that just opens a person or a situation wide open. And I just can't wait to experience that.
And I'm like, come on through, Corky. I want to put my soapbox. That's basically it. Let's talk about drag and all its forms. What,
Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. This is my review for season 5, episode 4 of Married to Medicine. And as I was saying before, I can't wait to actually take my trip to New Orleans. This would actually happen on this episode. The girls actually, they're going to take a girls trip to New Orleans, but we'll get to it. We'll get to all that, I promise. Just let's go ahead and just start right off. We'll start off here with Dr. Jack. It's all the same stuff is going on, so I don't have to go back through everything that's going on. You know what's going on with Jackie and Curtis and all of that. So Dr. Jackie's at the office, and naturally we know Jackie keeps busy to keep from dealing with whatever's going on. She leans on her work. And there was a particular moment with a patient, and the patient, I felt she was out of order. But I mean, it's just kind of what people do, and especially with their doctors, when you have the type of bedside manner that Dr. Jackie has, they do feel like you're their friend. So, you know, what's going on with Jackie has been made. It's really public, you know, what's going on. And this woman just went right there. Like, she went there like her and Jackie was good old Judy's, you know. And Jackie was literally goddamn mortified. You could see it in her face that she was mortified. And do you think the woman caught it? No, that Nebby heifer just kept right on talking. I said, girl, if you don't sit down, that's a lot. I don't know that I would be able to deal with that like that. That's a lot. And then daily, because, you know, we're seeing it on the show. This is one situation. We're seeing it on the show. Can you imagine how many times she's actually dealt with that? Girl, you better than me, Jackie. That's the best. Anyway, then we got Eugene and Toya that went on a little picnic. And I'm sitting there looking at them. And I'm like, shit, is Grimace getting bigger? Grimace looks like he's getting bigger. But whatever. They went on this little picnic. And I'm like, they spent $150 on what was in that basket. So what the fuck is in that basket? I ain't seen nothing but some cheese and some damn wine. I was like, Lord have mercy, chop. Okay, I guess. But they talked about the whole masturbation thing, and Toya just ain't letting it go. I don't know. I don't know. It's interesting. We're going to talk about it a little bit more later, but she really has an issue about him and this, the fact that he masturbates or whatever. Whatever. I know I'm tired of hearing about it. Just the thought of Grimace shaking his little stick, honey, is just too much, honey. Ugh. Anyway, we'll talk about it some more later. Anyway, then we had this real scene that got on my nerves real good with Dr. G and Quad. Dr. G, I'm going to need you to get a seat in the fuck section and sit down and turn your back to everybody else and just stare at the door. That's what I'm going to need you to do. You doing too much. Too much. They went back into, she's reiterating. And then again, you know, Quad, I don't know, you started up that conversation, and I don't think you were ready for where it was getting ready to go, you know. She started the conversation basically to really reinforce that she was bothered by his responses to the things that have been going on with Curtis and Jack. And Dr. G, being Dr. G, because Dr. G can be a little bullheaded sometimes. Dr. G didn't take Quad's lead and soothe his wife and let her know, no, you know, whatever's whatever. You know, the fuck, I didn't have to say that. You know what I mean? It is, that's what you should have did. All right, bud, no problem. You know, I ain't mean to make you feel no kind of way. No, that ain't what the fuck Dr. G did. Dr. G went all the way over the fence and through the neighbor's yard and down the block with the bullshit. I said, oh, come on, Dr. G. He ended up going so far as to tell her he'd been taking care of her since he met her, that she was disrespectful and ungrateful. And, you know, with the whole thing, if she said, you know, you don't tell me that you appreciate me, instead disrespectful and ungrateful. Played that little money card, which I told y'all before. I can't get behind it. I can't do it. And then the nail in the coffin when he said, now I understand how a man could get sick of it and then go and end up doing something else. I'm like, oh, did you just put a gun in your head, Dr. G? Quit your playing. Quit your playing. I was done. I just couldn't. It just wasn't good. It didn't look good. It just had a bad look. You really put the gun to your head with that little Russian roulette act you just did. That was ugly. That was so ugly. And I was looking at Quad and I said, I hope this is just for TV time, because she didn't cry. And we know Quad cries. She didn't cry. You have a woman or a man who is a crier and they don't cry when you do something problematic, you know you should start worrying, right? I'm just saying. If you have a mate that you know is a crier and some shit go down and they don't cry, you should be worried and you should be trying to get your shit together. That's all I'm going to say. Anyway, moving on. Cecil and Simone. This shit is Jackie and Curtis all over again. Y'all are both basically saying the same damn thing, but neither one of you is willing to bend, is what I'm saying. You know, both of you feel like you're avoiding each other. So are you telling me that the two of you feel as though you're growing apart? Because that's what it sounds like. Like you feel like you're outgrowing each other and nobody's willing to say that this is what's going on. You know, like you don't really want to be bothered with him for real. And he don't want to be bothered with you for real. So y'all just keep on blaming each other for avoiding each other. Y'all better get that shit. That shit's ridiculous. That's how Jackie and Curtis started. And that's how Jackie and Curtis ended up imploding. Y'all better leave that shit alone. That shit is toxic. It's toxic, and they're both playing hard ass, and it ain't gonna get nowhere. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I love Cecil and Simone together. I don't like that at all. I don't like that shit with Dr. G and Quad. I can't. That gotta stop. That shit gotta stop. Oh, and you know, I have to do this. I have to do it. Simone, what the fuck are you giving? What are you giving? Who is it that you think you are? And what game are you playing that you planned that trip to go to New Orleans and you didn't even say anything to Cecil about it? Now, Simone, bitch, you out of order. You're out of order. And Cecil was nice because what he should have did, he should have grabbed you and shook the shit out of you. Now, I ain't going to say he should beat you. You don't need to be beat on. But he should have grabbed you and shook the shit out of you. And standing up there like you did something smart and cute. That was the part that you thought it was smart and cute. You stand up there looking like Nellie Olson. Like you had done did something. He should have shook the shit out of you. Anyway. Do I think that anybody's going to get a divorce or continue and not be able to fix it? Hell no. Hell no. I don't feel that way. I feel like they can fix it. All of them. Eugene and Toya is that's easy. That could be fixed. That ain't no problem. That's Toya making a mountain out of a molehill. And Toya's tapping into her insecurities is what she's doing. And I'll talk about that in a little bit. But yeah, I think that Cecil and Simone can and will fix Dr. G, and Quad can and will fix Dr. G. Just got to slow down and bring his ass back over the fence. And like I said, back to the crowd, face to the door, seat in the fuck section, Dr. G. Jackie sat with Simone, and Simone told her, "You're not planning a trip to New Orleans. Let's do a girls' trip." And that damn Jackie gonna say, "Lord have mercy, New Orleans with all the girls, honey." She said, "Woo, the crime rate just went up, honey." I said, it's gonna be interesting. Next, we see Heavenly talking to her best friend, problematic as hell, Alora. And Alora told her, "You need to apologize to Miss Toya." I said, "Okay, Alora." And she said, "Okay, we'll see." Then there was a funny scene after that. Contessa and Miss Renee. Child, that Miss Renee is too many things. She too many things. Miss Renee too real. She said, "Miss Renee, as you walk around with a motherfucking rap that you ain't calmed down, Miss Renee, you better give me ghetto, honey." Her hair was still wrapped. She's totally dressed outside because you don't live at Contessa's house. So you done left home with your motherfucking hair in the wrap and it ain't come. You need to stop that shit. She walk around there talking with Contessa and having her some Cardis, honey. And I looked and said, as they got to close to the end of the concert, I said, that goddamn Miss Renee looked like she's a little high, honey. Like she had a little buzz going. And she told, Contessa was just telling her about her interaction with the girls. Told the girl, "I want you to just go on and bring out, Dr. Gangsta Bitch." I said, "Lord have mercy." Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. I think I'm really like Miss Renee. Miss Renee was just sitting there just getting tore up, honey, and talking shit with a rap in. I come out. I said, "Lord have mercy." Funny. She's funny. So, okay, so they end up going on to New Orleans. They get there. Everything seems really cool. They rolling. Shit's cool. Then they get to the rooms. The Michael and the Lucifer. The two brothers. The Archangel and the Angel of Darkness. I said, "Lord have mercy." And Heavenly, she's so damn ridiculous. She's standing outside the room, the Lucifer, like, "I ain't going up in there, child. If the devil is on the door, what the hell is going on behind the door?" Now, I was kind of with Heavenly. I don't know that I would want to stay in the Lucifer. I already got a dark ass side. Do I really need to be up in the room with the Prince of Darkness, honey? To get a child? I just laughed. I said, "That's a hot ass mess, child." But I just kind of laughed. I said, "They're a mess." They separated the rooms out. They drew straws. Tell me why was Heavenly blatantly still throwing shade at Contessa? Why don't you quit, Heavenly? You're ridiculous. She's doing it in their confessionals, and she did it right in her face. She did not want to stay in the room with Contessa, and she so made it known. Contessa just was ignoring Contessa. If Contessa was really a touchy, bitchy person, she would let Heavenly have it. She would let her have it. And you ain't even got to be completely touchy. I'm just going to give you a perfect example. This shit that Heavenly's doing to Contessa, that shit did not fly with Janice. Janice would have been in Heavenly's ass by now with that bullshit she been pulling with Contessa. Janice was not here for none of that bullshit. And Heavenly learned it real early and left Janice the fuck alone. Contessa going to have to get her up off her back. That's all there's to it. Ain't no way around it. You're going to have to let Blockhead have it. That's all. That's all there's to it. Anyway, so let's talk about how I said New Orleans will crack you wide open, okay? New Orleans crack you open. They had these drinks, they had these daiquiris, they looked so tasty. I said, "Oh my gosh." It's the first day they went on out, they put on their little outfits, looking all cute, went on down on Bourbon, and they're sitting there. That motherfucking Toya had a few of them cocktails. You could see it in her face. Old wine drinking model, and it got a little high. And she and her fellas in there opened up, and she going around the table, starting shit. Nobody buying it, though. Everybody's just kind of like, "Girl, where's you going with that?" But not trying to really give it to her. She started it off wrong when she said she started talking about her husband jacking off. And everybody got like, oh God, girl, do we have to talk about this? Yeah. Well, y'all are my friends, and I'm going to talk openly and freely, this, that, and the other. And she said, okay, so I'll just start by just asking this question. Jackie, your husband cheated on you. I'm like, oh, man, we just got the fuck here. Ain't nobody trying to do. I'm like, don't know. None of you all realize that Jackie don't want to keep talking about this Curtis shit. See, I'd have been accustomed out by now, but Jackie's still handling it like a trooper. I've been accustomed out. So I think people, like, I know Quad got a little irritated. She got a little irritated. She had her little drink on, and her demeanor switched. And I always watch Quad and pay a lot of attention to Quad, so I think I was already, I seen her demeanor switch. But her demeanor had kind of switched. And I think the consistency at the table just got a little uneasy. And then she went from that. Jackie kind of shut that down. So Jackie wouldn't give her no play. She goes down. She going to start with Quad next. That wasn't the thing to do because I already told you Quad's little attitude had done changed. She going to say something to Quad. Going to say, well, you know, because Jackie told her that's not cheating. That situation has nothing to do with what my situation is. There's infidelity, there's trust broken, there's pain and hurt and things of that nature. Honey, your man is down there shaking his little stick, honey, and dropping McDonald's and cookies on the floor. That's it. That ain't no big deal, child. And she goes and she asks Quad, you know, she said, I don't feel like my needs are being met. And how about you and Dr. G? And Quad told her, no, baby. Now that I'm not going to divulge to you. She asked her, how often do you get it? She said, I'm a girl. No, ma'am. Claude from old school, she know. You sit around telling nobody about your paintings. Not at all. Especially not a slick bitch that just answered the question that she answered to Jackie. Jackie asked her, let me ask you a question. That's how Jackie got her up off her back. Are you feeling as though you're in a position where you might cheat on your husband? And that bitch all but said yes. She all but said yes. And then she deflected and asked Quad, how do you feel? And Quad's like, child, I ain't even going there with you. I'm not cheating on my husband, and I'm not ready to divulge to you how many times I jump up on his meat either. I said, good evening, kudos. None of her business. And she's like, oh, well, just the fact that she got an attitude. Well, I'm not going to divulge no more of my personal business if I'm be around people that ain't going to divulge their business. And Quad told her, hey, you know how Quad get. Quad getting her own little thing, and Quad can be a bitch, and she just ain't going to let it go. You know, she's not going to bend. And she told her, she said, I'm not going to divulge that information. Don't care how you feel about it. Well, I'm not going to give any more of my information. Quad said, good. Well, shut it the fuck down, then. Shut it down. Like, girl, you keep on going. I don't give a damn. I sat there and laughed and said, girl, you working the table. Who's next? Sure enough, she starts with Heavenly. She's going, well, you know, this, that, thing, and the other. You called me messy. And Heavenly said, because you are messy. Yeah. I was like, oh, God. And I was like, here we go. They said, well, I thought you said, Toya, that we weren't going to be going into the past. That we were going to deal with the present and go through the future. Black girl magic, right? She's like, no, but I mean, she called me messy because you are messy, bitch. I'm sitting there laughing. They cut to commercial. I'm waiting because I said, this is getting ready to not go real well. This is getting ready to be real ugly. But it didn't. It actually switched up. And Heavenly was like, she took the wheel, shut it down. She shut Toya down. Nobody gave Toya. She was open like a crab. Ready to just get it going. Nobody was giving her no play. And Heavenly didn't either. She told her, girl, listen, I think you are messy, but I really value your friendship. And I apologize about what I said at the party, because though I believe that I feel that you're messy, bitch, but it wasn't my intention to hurt your feelings. And I can see that hurt your feelings, basically, is what she told her. And told her, I love you, and I appreciate your friendship. And my daughter, Laura, told me that you're a good friend to me, too. And they kind of chuckled, and they squashed it and moved on. And it was like a good moment. And it showed that they can actually do conflict and do conflict resolution without screaming and yelling and hitting each other in the head with clutch bags and all of that. And that's where the episode ended out. So it was cool. It really was, child. They was all feeling just as good off of them real pretty drinks they had. And I just laughed, child. And now y'all know I usually never talk to y'all about what is in the previews. But in the previews, some old troublemaking ass, Toya, done invited that fucking stinking ass Mariah. So next week, Mariah's going to show up, and you got to see. Now, you know Simone playing the trip. Funny as hell. Simone's ass looks at, there's a scene where Simone is looking at Mariah like, who the fuck let you in, honey? I said, oh my God. I just bust off. I know. I felt the same way when I looked up and see Mariah's ass on that screen. I said, who the fuck? Where's Aiden? Tell him to come get his fucking wife. Nobody need her bullshit. But anyway, so that's it. We'll wait and see what Devil Spawn brings upon us next week. And I'll talk to y'all then. All right, later.